Hi everyone watching, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I'm your tarot reader today, and this morning, whatever time you're watching this. Today's pick a pile reading is going to be on who and when is your next relationship. We're going to get into their personality, what the relationship will be like, what type of connection this is, all of it, all the details. We're just gonna get started. We have here the clear quartz. I love this one. And then we have the opalite and the Labradorite heart. So go ahead and pick whatever pile is calling to you and skip ahead now. Hi, pile number 1. If you picked the clear quartz, this reading is for you. First of all, I think you might already know them, and if you don't, you are gonna meet them very soon. This is the best pile. This was like the happiest outcome. This was the happiest of all piles, so congratulations on that. But your person, they are very mindful, they are very evolved and emotionally stable. They like to help out their community, they like to help out other people. They're really good at connecting and establishing connections with people. They're amazing at communication, and they are very action based. So when they want something, they go after it and they don't stop until they get it. They're also a little bit of risk takers, but in a mature and positive way. So when you meet them, or when they realize that they want you, that they want this connection, they will pursue you, and they will not leave you second guessing yourself, because they don't second guess themselves. They know what they want and they kind of stick to it, which is really nice. They're also very fun and adventurous, and they're gonna want to do a lot of fun stuff with you. Now, the way that they see you, what they think about you, is that you're emotionally mature as well as they are, that you've faced a lot of disappointment in your life. And they don't want to be like these people. They want to be someone different. They want to come in and not disappoint you. They want to show up for you, and they want to do that always. They just want to be there for you and show up for you and show you that they are different and that they really care about you. I feel like for you, it could also take a while for you to open up, and they know this, and they don't take it for granted that you show vulnerability with them, that you open yourself up to them. They are really careful with you. They realize the extent of who you are and what you do, and so they're gentle with you. They feel like you need a level of gentleness when it comes to your heart and your emotions, and they're very mindful of that, and they're very considerate of that. So it's really nice. There's also, you are being guided, and you are being guided to be more social, to give back to your community, to be a part of your community, to visit your family more, to say yes when your friends invite you to hang out, to see them more, to say yes to invitations, maybe work parties, all of it in general. Just this is gonna sound so cheesy, but get out there, meaning say yes to going to places. And if maybe you're not, you don't have a huge friend circle, go out by yourself, go do things by yourself. And this isn't to attract them, it's to make yourself happier, and by being happier within yourself, you will attract the right person. Because I see this as this being the right person, and they will come in when you need them. Not when you need them, but when everything in your life is set. You know what I mean? Not in life doesn't have to be perfect, but for the most part, your emotions are set. Your path in life is on its way. But that's how you will meet them. You will meet them through others, through friends, through family, through social events. You're not going to meet this person while you're out on your own. You're going to meet them while you're with others. Perhaps an office party, maybe a social event, some kind of, baby shower, I don't know. maybe a friend's wedding, something of the sorts. But you guys are going to come together and it's going to be a really lovely union. But there is something that you need to be aware of, and that's of repeating old patterns. So whether that's pushing people away or judging people, for shallow reasons, this connection, regardless of the outcome, you should know that it's going to bring you so much wisdom and so much love. And I feel like if you don't know what love is yet, this will definitely teach you that. And like how to love and how to be loved, and a healthy relationship. I feel like this connection will be very healthy. And I low-key think that there's a card missing. But other than that is so weird. Where did the card go? Other than that, because I pulled from another deck, that is so weird. I did see it, so I know what the card is, but I don't know where the card could have gone. But where was I? Sorry. No, it's there. I don't know what's going on with me. It's this card. My eyes. I don't know what's going on. That was so weird. Point is that it will be official during fall. It will become official during fall. Because if you don't know them yet, you still have a long ways before it's like a healthy progression, right? Because I'm not sure if, some people have good experiences with moving fast. I personally don't. And for you, I feel like if you have moved really fast in the past, this will kind of teach you to slow things down. Not in a bad way. It's not going to feel bad. But you won't make it official until fall if you know them already, or if you meet them very soon. But this connection, you guys will grow together so much. You guys will teach each other so much. And you will also learn, if in the past, I feel like this will help you let go of like negative past coping mechanisms or experiences or habits in relationships, because you will learn how to not lose yourself. You will learn how to keep your independence and keep your own friends. Not to say that you guys don't hang out, in group settings, but you're not going to give up your friends or, only, you know what I mean? You will keep your identity and yourself. If that has been a problem for you before, this relationship, this connection will definitely be different in that sense. There's also something about your relationship that you guys will like to spend a lot of like alone time together at times. Like you will maybe just lay in bed and have a good time, like loving on each other, or go on vacations by yourselves. Because there are some couples that go on a lot of vacations with friends and all that. I think you guys are the kind of couple that goes on vacations just with each other, which is really nice as well. But overall, this connection is very healthy, and it's being guided, and you are being guided and protected. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's it for you. We're going to roll some dice, because I would love for you to get a sense of their sign. In the cards, I'm not getting too much. They could be, a water sign. But their personality, they could be a fire sign, and their moon could be a water sign. What else? You could have a moon sign as in water as well. That rolled way off. We got the not that one. We got this one, the ram. So they could be an Aries, which I did say they could be a fire sun sign, and their moon could be in water. So let's see what else. Just because there's many of you guys, and we want to get a good sense of what's in their chart, maybe. They could also be is that Gemini? No. Why can't I ever think of what that is? Pisces? I think that's Pisces. Yeah. Okay, so I did say, yeah, that's Pisces. They could be, like I said, a fire sign. sun, and then a moon sign. Their moon is in, geez, why am I so confused? Okay, so what I mean by that, so water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Aries, Sag, and Leo. So they're, when someone's like, what are you? That's you. People always ask for the sun sign, and the sun sign is the personality. So their personality is in a fire sign. So they could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, and a Leo. When you first meet them, you're like, oh, they're a Sagittarius. And then their moon sign could be a Cancer. So the way they express themselves, the way they love, could be a Cancer, Pisces, and a Scorpio. I feel like someone has their moon in Scorpio. That was a lot. That was very tongue twisty. I am done with this pile. I am sorry. I hope this helped. I hope you're excited for your person. And if this resonated, anything that I said, please let me know in the comments below. And subscribe so you guys can keep getting these videos in your subscription box. But I will see you guys on the next video. Bye. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you picked pile number 2, the Opalite, this reading is for you. I do want to let you know that sometimes we don't always get the message we want to hear. Sometimes we get the message we need to hear. But if this doesn't resonate with you, this reading wasn't for you. Energy is always changing. So it's not a big deal if this reading isn't for you. So, who is your person? What kind of relationship will you guys have? And just in general, what's going on? Or what will go on? What is going on? Because I feel like you guys might already know this person in passing. So like you guys have met. They could be, you could be a receptionist, or somehow you guys know each other in the office or in whatever food setting that you guys know each other. Maybe you're the hostess at a restaurant. I don't know. The point is that you guys know each other not very deeply yet. But I feel like very soon they will ask you out, and you guys will go on a date of sorts. And I feel like right there is where you have, if you are feeling like you are ready for a relationship, I'm not sure if you are, you know if you are or not, but this person will ask you out, and I feel like right there is where you're going to be at a crossroads, like, because you can date them, but this might end up turning into like a relationship, right? Clearly, because this is the video we're clicking on, right? But it's really up to you if you want to continue that. And okay, let me get into it. So how this person is they are really about themselves, right? So they work out, or they do something to keep themselves in shape, and they're very like, they're into their looks and how they look. They're very ambitious. They care a lot about their money status. His ambition or her ambition at times drives people away, and they can come off as a little bit cutthroat or unfriendly or lacking warmth, because they are very career oriented, and that is where their mind is kind of at right now, which is very interesting that they decided to, ask you out, that they decided that they wanted to pursue something with you. And then with the 9 of Pentacles, their personality, they do a lot of self-sabotage, and they are very materialistic. Their mindset is very much on, I want the best, I am the best, I need the best, and they base their self-worth on that, on material things, on what kind of car they drive, on how much money they make a year, on what their significant other looks like. So I feel like in this connection there will be a little bit of pressure on you to maybe dress a certain way, to maybe be on the same level as them, and if not that, to be like there's a certain level of like keeping up with the Joneses, of like keeping up the status quo, of like having a facade to like fit into society or fit into his or her social groups. that kind of a situation. It's a little icky. I'm getting, but maybe you, not to offend you, because maybe you're into that as well. Maybe you like, maybe these things are something that you're kind of into. Like maybe this is appealing to you, which in that case, like that's fine. And how they see you as very abundant. So they don't think you're broke. You might not have the nicest thing. Well, you might have the nicest things because there's something about you that they kind of see as like, okay, I can have her on my arm. She's cute. He's cute. Like, I can have them on my arm. They think you're sweet, though. They think you're pretty sweet. You're very beautiful. You have good taste. Put it that way. As well as like, you're good at manifesting things. They also like that you kind of seem to have like a good a good head on your shoulders. Like you're kind of down to earth and you have like a good support system. Maybe they see that you're friendly at work and that that you're not like, what they see is that you're not someone who's like who's unfriendly or unapproachable. So they kind of, they see this openness that you have about yourself. Um, Basically, they just think you have good vibes, just good vibes, and they want that for themselves. They want you in their life because of this positivity that you seem to have that they seem to lack. I do feel like this could be kind of tumultuous. We have the conflict card. At times, they could be kind of dismissive of you. They don't really like to acknowledge their wrongs or acknowledge that your feelings are valid in a situation. They're very self-centered, so they don't mean to. They kind of don't realize that they're just dismissing you, like, I don't care about your feelings, or you're overreacting, right? They're not empathetic, so they're not putting themselves in your shoes, and it could be really hurtful for you at times. And in general, you feel this unrest inside of yourself when you're in this connection, when you're around this person. They don't leave you happy or calm. Like when you go home after hanging out with them, you can maybe feel anxiety or just not feel good inside. And if that is the case, I would really rethink this. I feel like if you know this person, you already know what I'm talking about. I think you've already seen kind of the signs of like, like this person isn't like really what I want. But you might be like, well, I'm kind of bored. Or you're like, let me give them a chance. Maybe they're different outside of work. Maybe they're different outside of, wherever it is that you know them from. But I think that you have been wishing for a connection, or you have in the past. Maybe you've given up, but there has been like a want in you to like have a companion, have a connection, and you're gonna be given this person, but they are not it. The person who's coming for you, because there is someone coming for you after this person, is it and is worth waiting for. So you're gonna have to have some patience. I feel like this, I know I said relationship, but I really think it's just gonna be like you dating this person. It's just gonna be like a quick, like, oh, let's try it out type of thing. But the universe needs to be trusted because they know what they are doing. They are readying you. Because if you feel like you're ready, you're not quite ready. And if you know you are not ready, you get yourself ready, figure yourself out, focus on yourself. Because this relationship, this connection is not very long lasting, which is good, because if they're making you not feel good, if they're not who you want, good. I'm glad you won't have to be in this connection for long. But there is a lot of learning that is meant to happen from this. And there's going to be a period of you just dead, of just nothing going on in your love life. And this could either be before you meet this person, which will kind of give you, before you go on a date with them, which will kind of give you that'll be the reason why you're like, maybe I should give them a chance. Like, my prospects are kind of dry right now. Or it could be afterwards, after you're like, no, I'm not even gonna go on a date with you. Like, I already know you're not the one for me. Or, whatever the situation is, you are gonna have a period of just dead. And then after that, there will come spring. Because I feel like something crazy is happening in spring. If you date this person, it's all gonna happen and end not deep into spring. This is all gonna happen within the next couple of months. Whenever you're watching this could mean next year. If you're watching this, past springtime, then the next spring. But if you're watching this now, this is gonna happen for you. Like, end of winter, beginning of spring. That's when this person's gonna kind of lean in, and it's all gonna end and start within then, and then you're gonna have another period of just introspection, hermit mode, of you just having no prospects, and then someone else is gonna come in for you who you will have a really good connection with. But you need to be patient during this time. Through all of this, you need to have a lot of self-love, and you need to nurture yourself and tend to your well-being and yourself. Like, just focus on yourself, because I don't want you to get wrapped up in this person, because I feel like they might want to, like, ask you to go to them with, like, to their office parties. If however you guys met, it's a work setting, but it doesn't mean that you guys are coworkers. Some of you guys are, but they're gonna ask you to go to them with, like, to the office parties, or, like, go with them to, like, family parties. There's just gonna be a level of, like, they want to kind of, like, just have you on their arm looking good as they chat people up. I don't know, something kind of like but there is gonna be a level of, like, attraction and a level of chemistry that's gonna be the reason why you kind of think about it. You're like, well, maybe I could give them a chance, because there's a magnetic, like, attraction. They're probably, their physique, I think, is really nice, and I think that's what kind of can draw you towards them. But we're gonna roll the dice a couple times to figure out their sign. Okay, that was a Gemini. That, like, flew all the way to the floor. Oh my gosh. Okay. But that landed on Gemini. Let me pull another. It's a cold Gemini. And that landed on a Capricorn. So, Gemini something, Capricorn something. That could be Moon, Sun, Venus, Mars, all of it. And a Virgo. I'm going to stop rolling, because then it's going to be literally all the signs, and then that's not going to help anyone. So, if those signs resonated with you, that's awesome. If they don't, it's not a big deal, because we have a lot of signs in our chart. Pile number 2, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Best of luck with you and your situation. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back. If you picked the Labradorite heart, this reading is, or pile 3, this reading is for you. Sorry, I had the cards laid out for the other guys before I did this, but I forgot to do that for you. I do want to let you know that this doesn't have to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. And also, if you don't like the messages that you hear, but it does resonate, then you gotta be mindful of, maybe it's stuff you should be hearing, because this reading isn't the best in the bunch. Let me put it that way. We are gonna find out who your next relationship is, who they are, kind of how they see you, how you met, how you will meet, when, maybe. I don't know if I got a when for you guys, because I feel like you could already know them, or it's a past life relationship, so you've met them before. I'm just gonna go ahead and spill the beans. I think this is a twin flame connection, At one point, I almost thought they were your soulmate because I was just getting like soulmate vibes so hard. And then, no, it's a twin flame. So, if you know anything about twin flames, I'm going to give you the little mini Spark Notes edition. You don't really want a twin flame, but they're necessary to everyone's journey, I feel. There's someone you meet who you guys kind of bring out the worst and best out of each other, but like really the worst stuff. There's a little bit of mirroring going on when you're in a twin flame connection. Overall, it's not very positive because it inspires so much growth, but it's the kind of growing where you reach the darkest places to gain the most growth. I don't know if that makes sense. But who they are is that they are a very unique person. This person accepts themselves and others, and within that, like, they accept everyone as they are, as they come, and they accept themselves as they are, as they come. The little bit of a downside to that is I feel that they could kind of be like, well, this is how I am, like, you have to accept me, when they're being manipulative or cold, or, you know, maybe doing stuff that makes you not feel so good. They're like, well, this is how I am, you know, take me or leave me. And that's not a very, you know, healthy mindset in some cases. They could be a little self-centered or withdrawn from you at times, and just withdrawn in general, and it could feel kind of personal, but they like to retreat and kind of like, and here's the thing about the retreating though, it's not really when they're not retreating to kind of reflect on their actions or reflect on their life. They're kind of just retreating because they're bored, and they just feel kind of like, ugh, life is dull right now, I don't want to see anyone. It's a little melodramatic. I feel like this person is just very like, I don't think they do it intentionally, but they're very much like me. And how they see you is, and this could be them, right? If you don't feel like this is you, this is them kind of reflecting themselves back. I feel like they see you as when they first meet you, they kind of think that maybe you have a lot of options, and they're kind of wary of that. They're kind of like, I don't know if I want to be in competition with other people. But after that, they kind of feel like you are possessive, or that they worry about your jealousy or your possessiveness towards them. Like, you kind of want to tie them down. And at first, and sometimes they just simply don't trust you, and they find you manipulative. So if that doesn't resonate with you, you don't think you are that person, that is them. That is who they are. And they are just reflecting. They're projecting that, right? They're calling you this because they're doing it. Like when a cheater goes through your phone, or is very like wary of your friends, and then you come to find out that they've been the ones cheating all along. Well, it's because they're paranoid, and you know, they see it as in like, well, if I do it, why wouldn't they? Type of thing. I'm not calling this person a cheater. I just feel like they're kind of, you know, projecting their shit on you. Deserving. You deserve happiness and love. Everyone does, and inner peace. And I feel like if this relationship isn't serving you, you have to leave it and find someone who does deserve you, who you deserve, who loves you the way you need to be loved. Because you are always in control, and I feel like sometimes, you know, in this relationship, you kind of might lose track of that. You kind of might feel like, maybe they're right, maybe I am some jealous weirdo, and I'm controlling them too much, and they want to, you know, sleep over at their best friend's house who is the opposite sex, and why am I being weird when, you know, they've had sex in the past before, but why would they have sex again? It's something like that, where it's like, you know, you have a right to feel the way you feel, and you're not crazy. But I feel like they might do a little bit of gaslighting you. There's like this level of, these cards are for you only. So, as well as deserving. I pulled oracle cards because I feel like this is stuff that you could possibly really need, because this relationship is avoidable, right? Nothing is set in stone. This can happen, because I feel like if you are not ready to be in a relationship, and it's kind of hard sometimes to admit that, because we feel lonely, or we want someone really bad. But if you are not ready, if you know your last relationship was really recent, you're not done healing, whatever the case may be, there is an energy here telling you to be patient, to don't rush into bad relationships, because I feel like sometimes we feel so alone, and someone comes along and there's something about them we do like, or perhaps this is someone you're already dating and you guys will get into a relationship. I feel like you should kind of wait a little while before moving in, before taking the next step. It's calling for you to be patient and to not rush into things, especially bad relationships, when you see the red flags. Or if you feel like, well, there's no one better. If this is an ex, because this could be an ex, and if you're scared to let them go, if you think that there is no one better out there for you, that's not true. If you already know that this relationship is toxic, that's not true. It is true that the relationship is toxic, but it's not true that you can't find a healthy relationship, someone who loves you, because verbal attacks aren't love. I feel like there's also, you guys could both be doing it, or they could especially be doing it, or you can be doing it, whichever way it resonates for you. Someone has a sharp tongue, both of you guys have a sharp tongue, and you guys kind of hash it out verbally and kind of hurt each other in that way, and that's not healthy. It's not a loving relationship. And I feel like right now, where you are in life, you kind of need to find inner happiness, and how to find out how to be happy without anyone, how to be happy without having the right everything, like, oh, I don't weigh this much, like I can't be happy until I weigh this much. No, be happy now, be appreciative of your body, of what you have, of your job, if you're working, whatever you have that's good. I don't know, it's the new year, and I feel like we have all these New Year's resolutions on things that we want. Like, this year, I'm gonna get that house. This year, I'm gonna get my dream car. This year, I'm gonna do this and that and this and that. And, like, you should do that. You should have goals, but also remember what you do have. Well, what do I have right now? I am loved right now. I have a job that, keeps food on the table right now. And maybe it's not the best, but I have income. Or, as cheesy as it is, it's like, well, I'm overweight, or I don't weigh what I want to weigh, but all my legs work. I have 2 legs. Like, I have eyesight. Like, I have all these things that other people who are, who don't have the luxury of being able to walk. Oh my God, I'm getting so. Anyways, this is supposed to be about your next relationship. What am I going on and on about? I am so sorry. Okay. So, yes. Find inner happiness regardless of where you are in life and what you have and don't have. I feel like you guys will have strong communication, but it also is like a double-edged sword. A really good communication, but also really hurtful fights, verbally hurtful fights. For some of you guys, it could be. It's a really toxic situation. I'm gonna tell you that. And this could be an ex, like I said. So if this is an ex, just to remember that you deserve love, that you deserve a healthy connection. You deserve someone who treats you right. And sometimes the other person isn't awful. Sometimes we just pull the worst out of each other. And I feel like that could be the case. Like, when you guys are apart, you guys could be, better and happier. And maybe your next relationship or their next relationship won't have these screaming matches or whatever the case is. It's just that sometimes when it's a twin flame connection, you guys just bring that out of each other in ways that other people don't bring it out of each other, of both of you guys. Pile number 3, I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but it might have been what you needed to hear. And remember that, like, energies are always changing, so, like, this doesn't have to be set in stone. If it's an ex, you don't have to go back to your ex, and you will know that, like, this is all right, and you know that you shouldn't go back. If you haven't met this person before, just look out for the red flags and don't rush into anything, please. If not for me, for you. I will go ahead and roll the dice a couple of times just so we can get a sense of maybe their sun or moon or Venus sign. We got Geminis or something, and then we got a Taurus. I'll do one more. I'm gonna take it wherever it rolls. It's Sagittarius. So if those signs don't resonate with you, that's okay. It's not a big deal. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.